Hello, this is Roger Steele. I'm the facilitator from Lingos for the 6-week facilitated self-study or asynchronous course that's being taught for World Vision East Africa region from the 18th of March through the 26th of April 2013. This is the video for week number 2. Actually, it will be in 2 parts. 2A, the one that I'm recording now, will go over some of the course procedures and administrative processes that you'll need to know in order to complete your assignments. And then number 2B will be a separate video where I'll go over some of the content of what you've been reading about, just to highlight some of the important points, especially as you prepare for the examination. Today is the 27th of March 2013. I'll be doing a screen capture, so I'll be going to various places on my desktop. Let me start out by reminding you that each week you have an assignment that comes from the syllabus, and hopefully each of you has been able to download the syllabus. That will look something like this, and you are following on week by week what your assignments are. So if you haven't been able to find that, please let me know and I'll help you. So each week you have readings, you have the self-paced video modules, and then I'm going to talk today about a course assignment. I'm also going to talk about the practice and the sample exam. So week 1, last week, was Introduction to the PMD Pro1 course with the PM competencies. You should have read and studied pages 1 through 14 in the PMD Pro1 guide. You should have watched Module 1, Introduction to Project Management, and be familiar with the concepts that are listed here. This week you should be reading about project identification and design and project setup. I'll be talking about identification and design in the next video. I'll save setup until next week. So you'll be reading and studying pages 15 through 43, page 71, and pages 111 to 123, watching Module 2 on identification and design, and Module 3 on project setup. And like I said, I'll be explaining the beginning of the project assignment. So please try to keep up on those assignments. You're on your own, and so do your best to keep up with the work. All right, this will explain to you how to take the PMD Pro1 practice, or what we call sample exam, this week. And you should take this exam multiple times. This is a way that will help you get used to both the format of the final examination, which is given by the same company on the same website. It'll look very familiar, and it's to help you to measure your progress toward being ready for the exam. So follow these instructions, and you can also refer to this video. I'll try to remember to post these points on the Central Desktop website. So first of all, to access the sample practice exam, you go to this URL. So I'm just going to copy this URL, and then I'm going to paste it into a browser. I'm going to use Internet Explorer here, so I'm taking and pasting that in. That's www.online.apmg-exams.com. I hit enter, and it will take us to this page from APMG International. This is the organization that will administer and control the examination. And so they have links here. You'll first of all see quick links. Select your exam. That's the drop down that you'll use when you're actually ready to take the exam. You want to look at quick links. Try a sample exam. Drop down or pull up menu, and then you'll find PMD Pro Level 1, not Level 2, but Level 1. You'll click on that. And then you'll go to the page that looks like this. it didn't work. I hope you don't have any problems like this, but you should get to a page that looks like this. Okay, and this is where you actually will read the instructions and start the examination. You can take this examination as many times as you want. In fact, you can start up and you can take it and just answer one question and then stop. And I see that they've actually given 180 minutes, which is, you'll have 3 hours on the final examination, even though we like to have people time to take it in 2 hours, because that's plenty of time. You choose your language. Most of you will leave it at the default. There's no difference between English and US, UK, and Australia. They're all the same version. And then you want to be sure which manual would you like to be tested on. You are using the new guide, so you need to be sure and tick on the new guide, or because there are questions on the new guide that are different from the old guide, and so for this course we'll be using the new guide. Click on Read Instructions and then start the examination. You'll read those instructions. They'll be the same instructions that you'll have on the final examination. Click on I've read the instructions, and then it will ask you to start the exam, and you'll see the examination. When you finish the exam, you actually answer each question, and then you'll go on. You can flag questions. You'll see that turns green once you've finished. When you finish the exam, you'll just push Finish Exam. It'll ask you to confirm that, and then it'll give you your marks. So I got 1 right. I guessed. I wasn't paying any attention. You have a 25% chance of getting 1 right. So I suggest that you take this examination for sure this week at least once, and then repeat it every week. And this will help you to monitor how you're doing in terms of the content. You should be able to get at least 50% correct. The passing percentage is 65%, and since there are 75 total questions, you need to have 49 marks. You need to get 49 items correct in order to pass the exam. So 48 is a fail and 49 is a pass. Okay. So that's the examination site. If you have any questions, please be sure to contact me or put up an item on the discussion board so that we can have some discussion about it. Now I put up this page. This is actually the page where you upload your photograph onto the central desktop website. And when you log in, you'll see your name up here, obviously. And what I'd like you to do is each of you to upload a picture. Most of you have done a short bio, and I'm trying to get everyone to do their bios. This is really helpful in terms of communication amongst the participants in the course. So I just want to encourage you to do some discussion items on the central desktop website, the course website. Let me just log in there now and show you what in particular I'd like for you to do. I haven't seen any action so far on discussions, so I'd really like to see, now that we've sort of gotten you oriented, I'd like to see you go to do some discussions. I've put up a poll and some other things that you can respond to, but I'd actually like each of you to go to this link, click here directly to discussions, or you can just go directly to new on there and then just click on new discussion, and then you can put up an item that would be a topic for discussion by the class. Like, you could have a topic like what are some tips for taking the practice exam, or something like that. So any type of discussion like that could be very useful. So I'd like to encourage you all to become more active in terms of using the website. Now, let me talk a little bit about the course project. You don't have to do very much this week, but each week we'll be getting you involved more and more. And the purpose of the class project is to help you to make some kind of application So you're not just learning for the sake of passing an examination or knowing a set of terms. So let me talk to you about the beginning of the PMD Pro1 course project. The project is that each class member will build out one of their own projects using some of the PMD Pro tools. And like I said, I'll talk about this as we continue through the week. And so your assignment this week is to think about and select a project based on these 4 criteria. 1, your project should be a relatively uncomplicated small project, or even a work package, which is a subcomponent of a project. A work package is part of a larger project. So be thinking about what it is that you might like to do. I encourage you to try to identify something that's actually going on and that could actually help your work, so that while you're learning and applying for this course, you'll also be getting some work done. And then I'd like you to write a short description of your chosen project or work package and share that with me and other members on the course website. That's the lingos.centraldesktop.com website, so that we can see some of the things that you're thinking about. Now, you may work on this project as an individual project. You can do it by yourself, or if you're close to someone else, you can join together with 1 or 2 other people. I don't want you to group together with more than 3 people, so it either needs to be individual as 1 person, 2 people, or 3 people. So next week I'll get into more detail about what you should do with your projects, but this week you've got a lot of other assignments, and just be thinking about what your project will be. Okay, so that's it for the administrative processes for this week. Just let me remind you, as it says on this slide, to take the PMD Pro1 practice or sample exam at least once this week. It's the same format, and it will help you to feel more comfortable when you're taking the final examination. So be sure and listen to the other video that will go over some of the content. That's all for today.